Hey, do you remember the beat that kind of changed your changed your life as a producer?
What?
Oh man,
Go Crazy?
Yeah, I could say Go Crazy, but the one that I get the most accolades from, the most people I would never thought I ever speak to, was Cannon.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, and that was the reason why is like when I started traveling, bro, I was running into everybody like Premier and all these people, and it was like, yo, I need to holler at you. And I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, like when you made that beat, right? Like, was your drop like did you make that beat or did you add that later? Like, what was the process of that record with Wayne?
I'm gonna tell you a story. So this is how it came about. When I did Go Crazy, A&R from Atlantic, I forgot his name at the time, but he was like, yo, I want you to go work with Trick Daddy in Florida.
No, Orlando did it. No, it wasn't Orlando.
That was Orlando.
Yeah, okay, my fault.
It was this guy.
I
right. Forget his name. But I went to Miami and I went to Circle House, and I was busting my brain of what I can make Trick Daddy to feel like me and Miami at the same time. So at that time, I was like, Come On Ride This Train was like, a Southern bass record. Right. And I was like, yo, I'm going to East Coast this shit out. And how I wound up flipping it, Trick Daddy ain't really like it. He was working on a Madonna record at the time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like Trick Daddy. He was going to strip club every day from like 11 in the morning to like 6 in the afternoon.
For Madonna?
It was, I think if Madonna was on the hook or something. It was something.
That's wild.
Some huge shit, I think.
Trick was huge.
Huh?
He was popping.
Yeah, no, Trick was crazy. So my whole thing was like, I love Trick as a rapper. I was like, damn, I just wish he could come in the room and be like, yo, I don't like this, but I like that. But it just ain't work out that way. But I wind up leaving the stuff there. But it was a dude, Fiend, that was there. I don't know if you know Fiend.
From No Limit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fiend was
I just
right.
DM'd him today.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal writer. So he was like coming in the session and loving everything I was fucking with. He was like, bro, I love that. He was the first person to do a Cannon hook. He went on there and was like, I got the A-K, I'm with the Cannon.
I didn't know that.
It. You didn't know that?
Nah.
I didn't either.
Bro,
I didn't know that.
He was the first person to use the drop. It didn't go all the way through like everybody, but he was like, yo, I got an A-K with a Cannon. And I was like, oh, that's fire. But it never amounted to nothing, so I wound up taking the record back home. I think I gave it to him first.
Nah.
And yeah, you gave it to Busta.
No, remember because Orlando gave it to Bohagan.
Bohagan had it first.
Yeah,
If
Bohagan.
you remember Bohagan.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
DDT.
And then after that, it was Busta. And
And then Bustin' Tip.
Busta. I don't think Bohagan did Cannon, though. I think he rapped on it, but he didn't do the layout.
He might not have.
He didn't
but
do
it
the
just
layout.
had to be,
Yeah, Busta did the layout.
Yeah, Busta did it.
And
Busta had it first.
Yeah, he went dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Busta
because
put
there
it
was
out.
different iterations of that record, I remember.
there
Yeah,
couple of them.
he went dumb, and then he wound up giving it to Wayne, and then Wayne just went stupid. The craziest thing is people don't know is Wayne rapped the whole beat. He rapped 3 minutes long. We had to make the verses because he just wouldn't stop. You
So
know
he
what I mean?
just is in the booth.
He rapped the whole thing straight. I
So-
still got that version too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to Miami. It was when Khaled was shooting Holla at Me.
Okay.
And everybody went to Miami for that video. And we were dedication. I was gonna go to Circle House to go pick up Dedicate. That's crazy because that's where the beat was made too. But I was going to Circle House to go pick up the music for Dedication 2. And it was that same night. And then I went over there and I was like, yo, I got this beat my man made, like, to see if you fuck with it for the tape. And that was the last song he did for Dedication 2. And he spazzed and like the next day gave it back to me.
Yeah, that was the whole making of that. And people don't really know that story. But I try to tell that story because that was like a magical mistake. You know, when I was making that record, it was like, oh, Go Crazy was the same way. When I made Go Crazy, it was for an artist we had named Willie the Kid.
Oh, shout out Willie the Kid.
Yeah,
Grand
Willie,
Rapids
shout to
own.
Willie. Yep, shout to Willie. And I think I was making it watching Dead Presidents.
Was
and
that
I
y'all's
just got
first
inspired.
artist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wound up giving it to him, and T.I. rapped on it. But he didn't. I wound up giving Willie another beat because we couldn't get it right. Something happened. We couldn't get that record right for him, so I gave him another beat, and then that went to drum. And and that's
Go
history
Go
of it.
Crazy is one of those ones, man. It's like, how crazy was it when you heard Jay-Z's remix?
I was about to say his first beat out the gate.
Hove's on the
fucking
remix.
Jay-Z.
It was crazy because I remember Coach K like, yo, got something for you. I'm like, man, whatever you talking about. I didn't know what it was going. I thought it was going to be like a Jeezy and a couple other people that you know, and when he said Jay-Z, I said, all right, I'll wait to hear it when I believe it. And to this day, I think Jay-Z performed it at
Birthday Bash.
Birthday Bash.
Yeah, I forced Scannon to come.
Yeah, and I wouldn't come, but I came.
I was like,
and
yo,
I had
bro,
a loaf of
coming.
bread in my throat when I seen all the people. I
crazy.
said, oh shit, it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. We was just, you was having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just, everything we did was fun. You know what I mean?
Damn. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that record is like one of those ones. It's like, I remember like first time I pressed play on that CD, that was the one record. Because I'm like a boom bap hip hop head, and that record was like, it was like hearing Jeezy in a different light. You know what I'm saying?
That was one thing that I did strategize. I was like, yo, because Go Crazy Original had breakbeat drums on it. And I was like, how can I get this sound and him together to make it that? And I always wanted to sit in front of like him and Jay in a conversation, like, yo, what did you hear Jeezy do that made you want to do 64 bars of classic verse? Because Jay does a verse, he does some special verses, but that one was just
long.
Like, it was different. You know what I'm saying? So I was just trying to figure out, like, what did Jeezy say on there that made you like, oh man, I got to go crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just, going through that whole that whole process was fun because we was just doing us. I don't think we had objective to make money, but I think at that time I was just happy to be a part of something.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.